Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the time of DEVORAH. We're finishing off Midah 7, which is Yashuv Yirachameinu, that when a person does Teshuva, HaKadosh Baruch has tremendous mercy on that person. I want to leave you off with a beautiful midrash about Melech Menashe, the king Menashe, who was one of the most wicked kings. He filled the Eretz Yisrael with idols and idolatry. He built altars where they could worship the idols. It was such a wickedness that he had that he even planted an idol in the Beis HaMikdash itself. Could you imagine such a thing? And this is the king of Klal Yisrael. Besides what he did on his own, he was a machtes arabim. He led many of the Jewish people astray, and he had them involved in 3 of the cardinal sins, which was murder, idolatry, and forbidden relations. And finally, at the very end, HaKadosh Baruch Hu could not take this anymore, and he brought the invading armies of Assyria into the land of Eretz Yisrael to persecute the Jewish people. So the Midrash says over like this: the Assyrians captured King Menashe, they chained him up, and they put him in a metal vat, and then they lit a fire beneath him. And his goose was cooked, as we would say. He's going to die. When Menashe saw that his end was near, he realized he has to try to save himself. So he called on every single idol in the world to help him. Please, idols, save me, get me out of here, save me from this mess. No avail. Of course they didn't save him. And suddenly he remembers the verse that he learned from his righteous father, Chizkiyahu, the Melech. And the pasuk says in the Torah the following: when things are going to go bad for you and you'll find troubles befalling you, so what are you going to do, says the Torah? V'shafta ad Hashem Elokecha, you'll return to Hashem, your God, v'shemata b'koila, he'll listen to your voice. What did he remember? There's something called Teshuva. And he said, if I'm going to call upon Hashem, if he answers me, wonderful. I know HaKadosh Baruch Hu is listening. If not, then Hashem is no better than the idols that I called upon, because they didn't respond to me either. Chas v'chalila. So the Malachim, the angels, they saw this wicked King Menashe, what he was planning to do, and they shut the windows of Shemayim, of heaven. They did not want his tefillah, his prayers, to ascend towards Shemayim. And they said, Rabbi Sha'ila, Master of the universe, could there be Teshuva for a person who put an idol in the Beis HaMikdash? And HaKadosh Baruch Hu answered back, if I don't accept Menashe, and I lock the door before him, so then I'm locking the door before other Bali Teshuva, other people that will think that you can't do Teshuva anymore. People will see Menashe doing Teshuva being rejected, and they'll be discouraged themselves from ever doing Teshuva. So what did HaKadosh Baruch Hu do? He carved out a tunnel beneath his Kisei HaKavod, his throne of glory, and he said, through this tunnel, the tefillos, the prayers of Menashe will ascend. Like it says in the pasuk over there, that Menashe davened to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu accepted his tefillos. And that means that his tefillos went through this tunnel and returned to Hashem. And then HaKadosh Baruch Hu sent a mighty wind. It lifted Menashe out of captivity, and b'derech nisim, miraculously carried him back to Yerushalayim, where his kingship was restored. And the pasuk says, and Menashe saw that Hashem is the one and only true Hashem. So if Menashe, Rasha Merusha, stands up an idol in the Beis HaMikdash, the holiest of places, which is the place of the dwelling of the Shekhinah, if Menashe could realize that HaKadosh Baruch Hu Elokim and do Teshuva, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu accepts his Teshuva, that is a chizuk to everybody. Hashem can accept everyone's Teshuva. And that's what we're saying over here in this very special attribute, number 7, that after Teshuva, HaKadosh Baruch Hu has mercy on us. He doesn't abandon us. He doesn't stay angry with us. He doesn't examine the misdeeds that we did. He sees the good. He sees the ratzon, the sincere, pure desire that a person has to come home, and he opens his arms wide, and he embraces us, and he accepts us, and he says, moving forward, we're starting all over again. You're a new Bria Chadasha, you're a brand new creation. You're on a higher level than you were on before. Says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, how much I love the Bali Teshuva, those that return to me, that absolve themselves from their sins, and that are ready to make amends. B'yetz Hashem, we should be zeicha each and every one of us in our own ways, to be sincere, Baalei Teshuva before our Kodesh Baruch Hu. If we made mistakes, meaning we do make mistakes, and when we make mistakes, do Teshuva, come back to Hashem, and He will accept us like a father will always accept his child, no matter how far they might have strayed. Have a wonderful day.